Well, good morning, sunshine. I hope that you are well rested and ready to kick off the long weekend, or finish up the long weekend, really. It's your daily insight on life and love for February 15th? February 15th, yes. I don't know, maybe something about February 5th. Go and check that out. Maybe something happened around that date for you. But it's a daily insight on life and love for February 15th, 2021, also being timeless. So wherever you're catching this, I hope that it makes sense. If it doesn't, well, you can either stay around and enjoy the show. You can let it fall away. You can always ask questions about booking a session. It's all in your choice. It's all in your control. So let's kick this off. If you're new to the channel, hang out. It sometimes gets entertaining. I'm kicking this off with Rider Waite. And I'm seeing this as a choice of, I see an addictive habit coming back into your life, whether it's an actual addictive habit in action or a person. It feels like there has an opportunity for a tower moment to occur. You've grown a lot. You really have the gift and choice. I'm seeing the fact that you assert yourself or show your boundary, your line, and this is going to be something that is seriously well respected with you in the course of this connection. If you have a problem with something, some sort of substance or some sort of person or whatever takes away from life, whatever is the distraction, I see you making the day-to-day choice of not engaging in it. And this right now it's an important time to do it. So I see the empowerment with you and not willing to waste any time, efforts, or money on this. And it actually feels like a new start for you. This sense of mindfulness and control over what seems to be an addictive behavior, it's empowering. And also gives you this drive for something new moving forward. Now I'm looking at these cards right here. Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is, oh, wait, is this even in this pull? No, it isn't. Ugh, that would have been so cool. The Three of Pentacles is about collaborations. It's about community, friends, setting up shop. It's not codependence, but it's enjoying the people around you. It's really talking about triggers of addictive behavior in this. And I'm seeing that be something really triggered right now. I'm recording this on Valentine's Day. A lot of people are going to be falling into some sort of old pattern because of what this day represents. I love love. I love all the ways it expresses itself. But if you are not in a good place, you're probably vulnerable to some sort of reoccurring behavior or some sort of potential for relapse. So please be mindful of that. The power of choice in the next few days is going to be yours. I mean, it's always yours, but the emphasis on it is heavy right now. So this is what we're looking at. I love my dogs, but they're barking so loud right now. And it's at nothing. They're barking at nothing, like literally nothing out there that I can see. They're barking maybe at the wind. Do you have your coffee yet? Do you have like your morning routine down? Are you chillaxing? What are you doing? Go have some water. I'll wait right here. If you have to pause me, go for it. I'm not going to sit, for like 5 minutes just waiting for you to get back. Just pause. I'll be here. Oh, this is why this is happening. Two of Cups. All right. So something about the past in this that's really triggering you is happening for this Two of Cups reason. Oh, yes. All right. It's important that you make this investment into your health and your well-being, because it's not you perfecting yourself for another person or a perfect situation. You're just perfecting you. And I know that you're never going to be perfect. It's not that. Let's not, break it down like that. It's you have come so far on your path, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of those wonderful things. This test right now, if you do stumble on this, you want to know what? Relapses it is a common, it's natural for recovery. So if you slip back into some sort of old behavior, don't beat yourself up too hard. Just get back on the wagon with it and, you know, take it again, one day at a time. These are intrusive thoughts even. Intrusive thoughts are really something that's condemning you in this one. Yes, 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 yes. You have grown so much. Whatever this is, I'm really not worried about any real damage. You are really, I don't care your gender. I don't care what you identify as. This is saying you are really engaging in the divine feminine energy. So this can be in the past, past issues with people pleasing, over promising, you know, it feels very manic and positive, but it feels like it was in a way latching because there is a fear of being forgotten or abandoned in this. So I'm seeing you engaging in the divine feminine and staying on track. And really this little wavering in your path is having a quick bounce back with you being on not the straight and narrow, but on this amazing dead set road. Okay, we go from communication, healing communication, and getting away from limitations. I see that's really important for you to communicate your issues right now. Either do that with whoever this is involving or whoever you are drawing this line with, or maybe you need to reach out to somebody who has an unbiased ear and that you can unload all of this to. I see a lot of communication necessary for you in this. I'm really loving the Two of Cups. So, let's see. I'm going to shuffle these bad boys in. The person who's coming in, or the situation that's coming in as a trigger, it has a really fragile foundation in itself. So it makes sense that it would come back to you. It's absolutely terrified to be locked down or locked into something where it shows what it feels is its damage, if that makes sense. It doesn't want to be seen as weak. So this comes as an overinflated energy where it's going to tell you whatever story it's got to tell you. It's over-exaggerated. It's a massive overinflated ego, and it's all in the name of being terrified. It's terrified of being intimate with another person. It's afraid of letting something too close because it's afraid it's going to be somehow revealed. And it needs to have an overinflated ego so that you can be awestruck by it, or even feel like you have to somehow submit to it. So this is going to tell you a lot of stories. It's probably going to tell you a lot of what you would want to hear. The golden words, the ones that make your heart sing on this. Don't get lost in it. I don't really feel that you will, but this is where the mindfulness comes in. So we have a guide being misguided and also swooning. Your energy is a point of destruction. Your destruction feeds whatever their ego fuel is. I don't know who this is or what this is. It is an addictive counterpart of you, whether it's an actual physical addiction or a physical person. It has the same gravity in this right now, so I'm just going to count it as equal. All right. Let's see. Pioneer is making a point with you right now. Passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. It'll be different this time. We'll change. You have control over this, I promise you. Yes, yes. Oh, crap. Sorry. Sounded like a cough, but really I was saying bull crap. The gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in the personal and professional life, respecting both sides of an argument. This is seeing everyone's eyes through this, because look at how the addictive person or the situation sees you. You're getting bigger. You're moving on. You're healing. You look like a totally different person, something that they wouldn't be able to identify with. And it feels like it doesn't have any connection to you now. And that void in this consciousness, this life, that's terrifying. So now it feels like it's testing the waters of, oh, is it still there? You know, do you still care? Do you still love, want, need me? And in reality, if I can just be blunt on that, no, you don't. You'll maybe have fond memories of this. You'll probably have a little bit of love in your heart for them. Send them love and light and send it on its way. I don't see that this is something that you could possibly get lost in again. Too much has happened. You are a completely different person. They're right to think that you have moved on because you did a lot of work to move on. So my beautiful mediated person, the vampire, you see them for the energy sucker that they are, and you're saying, no more, just no more. Not gonna happen. Thank you for playing. Try again, maybe in the next life. All right. So you're seeing them as the energy vampire that they are, whether or not it knows it or they know it. Then we have the poet coming out again in reverse. This is a really damaging energy to you. Whether it's one-sided or both, this just brings out the worst in the entire situation. It's never going to be a good story. You can idolize it all you want. You can wish and hope that maybe this person will get their head out of their butt, but it doesn't seem like it's happening. And you know, that this would just be holding yourself back, and you can't do that in this life for you anymore. So I'm seeing the guide in reverse. Any attempts for this to start off again, it feels like a huge misguided step. It's based off of fear in losing you, and it feels incredibly hollow. There is very slim chances that this could ever work in this lifetime, and I don't want you to get lost in that. Now, you obviously are going to do what you are going to do, but this is saying please be mindful of yourself, where you are in your life now, and what this would bring you back to, because it seems like the same story, just a different time. The treasure is after this, after you get through this test with this person or situation, this is a never-ending story. This is the constant. And I see the co-creative energy and the unknown. I want clarification on that. Don't forget to check the timestamp for the mini reads. Okay. You're not in the moment right now. This really jogged you. Whatever this was that has been reaching out has jogged you. And it looks like it's trying to reconnect, and I see the attempt, but I see that you have made such a change in your life and in your direction that this is not something that is going to stay. Be very clear about what you want, and don't water it down for whatever this enticing story is, because all that glitters is not gold in this one. What's underneath, it seems to be something that you have been well acquainted with before. Don't get lost in it. So this is what we are looking at. Tell me more about what is coming in. All right, what's coming in? I see heartache coming in because of somebody who's trying to mend with you. I see a new life coming in after the heartache. Why does this keep happening? Why can't it just stay away? I think it's time that you have to be pretty clear and blunt with it. And I know that you probably don't want to hurt its feelings, but they're not understanding what your actions have been for. So you got to speak in a language that they understand. It's not you getting down to their level. It's you being very finite with it. Finite. Yeah. Final. There's nothing that you can do in this. You are not their parent. You're not their guardian. Unless you legally are, then, you know, that's a totally different story. you can't be either a person's parent if it is an addictive relationship, or if it is your parents who you feel like you have to be the parent to, unless, again, that is a legal guardianship that you have set up through lawyers. I'm saying that because it's, you know, that is a thing. And also, you're not, you get what I'm saying. Okay, so why does this have to happen? It's very fated. And it's for you to see how much you can bend until you break. And I feel that you have been broken through this entire thing, and that you have put off closing this off. You just let it get silent. But now it's time for you to be very final in your wording with this. Please don't, I don't want to, I'll always have a place in my heart for you. It's you moving on. I see a new life happening. Serendipity and soulmates. Okay, even though that this potential ending seems to be god-awful, it is not without reason. You can't appreciate the sweetness unless you've had some sour, and this is a sour taste in your mouth that you are walking away from, that you've been putting off the final closure with. I think you may have ghosted them. Maybe you stopped responding, and now it's like it's at your door, basically. Either that or your social media door. Either that or the phone. However they could get a hold of you. Smoke signals even. Put down the curtains if they are sending you smoke signals. Just down. But we have soulmate energy and through serendipitous events coming in. I think that that's beautiful. I think that's just what you need in regard to what has been going on. So if you stay this course, what does the other side of this look like for you? You're not going to be alone. You're waking up. You're going to be happy. You're seeing how this has been long coming and not for you. You are physically moving on. I see you doing an overhaul and a re-imaging of yourself and your life. I think that you are putting old things to rest, and you are letting go of your past identity with this. I also see that you are going to be resting, and I see you are going to be having support in this, and you are going to be happy. You are unlocking the keys to your happiness. This is fate, and it is all coming together. I don't know if you guys can hear my eldest son laughing like maniacally in the background, but I love it. That kid, I swear to God. Serendipity, new life, come to the edge. So we know that the soulmate energy is coming in. In regards to that, new fated events with, I think that you might be meeting soulmates. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic. Soulmates come in all shapes and sizes and forms. You could have a soulmate as a platonic friendship, somebody who you just love and adore. And hey, to all my soulmates out there, I love you. And soulmates can be even spirit animals, or the animals that, you know, have found you, like a cat that adopts you and you just happen to, you know, live in its house. You know how it goes. But they can show up in many forms. So don't just isolate it to this concept of being love, even though that is part of it. Love shows up in many ways. Platonic, romantic, protection, all of these. So new life. And I see that you're going to meet them through an already known connection. It's the fresh start for you. And this, I see where you have been holding yourself back, just waiting for these situations to unfold in your life. This has put your life on a pause, the constant waiting in the past for this to happen. Let go and surrender and let the life happen, and let life occur and let time occur and pass you. And this is where the serendipity comes, being in the moment, in the here and now, and letting time come to pass. Your future is unfolding before you. Isn't that a trip? So if you are sitting there and waiting for all of these wonderful things to take place, rather than living your life and doing the work that you are supposed to be doing, it's never going to get to you. If you do the work, which I feel like you are, this is the future that you are looking towards. So Let's see, final card, Spirit. All right, have momentum and take action in your life, and let go of the past. Don't avoid any sort of conflict or confrontational behavior. This is where you draw your line, and you're getting help from Spirit, and it's going to be mustered in what seems to be the chaos. When everything starts to get ruffled up, don't pull back. Connect with Source and Spirit. There's a lot of reconnection and loyal hearts that's happening right now. So I'm seeing this as it feels like really awesome masculine energy. You're embodying the feminine, but you're acting in masculine. So making courageous steps with a kind heart really feels adequate to say right now. Your Source and Spirit is incredibly loyal to you. It does have the keys. You have to give it the lock to unlock. And let's see, come out of your shell. You are an ageless wisdom wonder, basically, in this. Connect. Don't let intimidating tactics derail you, silence you, or make you go back. Stand firm in your change and your convictions. So, my dearest, this has been the Daily Insight on Life and Love for February 15th, 2021. And again, it's timeless. So wherever you're watching this in time, it might be relevant. I don't know, this has been a really interesting time, and it feels very productive, and it feels like something new and amazing is about to start in so many people's lives. I'm really excited to see what that is. If you have questions about booking a session, again, my email address is below, or you can find me on social platforms and DM me, ask me about the services I provide and what might be right for you. I really look forward to hearing from you. So go rock the day. Know that this reading doesn't end at midnight. This is a projection of your future. Go rock it. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and really know that you're loved and appreciated. Bye for now. It looks like there's a change in plans that has to be waited on right now. This is saying don't just jump on anything. You have the power of choice, but you got to weigh out what those choices are. There's been a lot of synchronicity around this, probably like numbers. Obviously, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., clusters of those, but I've been hearing a lot of numbers like 1138 even. I know how arbitrary it sounds, but this is a deep time to look into the synchronicities that you are being gifted. The contemplation. Don't just go on it. Don't just jump onto anything. Really sit here with this. What's going to make your life bigger and brighter and just all around expansive for yourself? The power's in your choice, and you have a lot of different options right now, and I think you're surprised by how well those would be fitting now rather than in the yesteryears. So really take your time and see how you have changed and see how these changes are going to provide for you. So it looks like we are looking at you and avoiding drama at all costs. We're looking at a gift being given to you. The gift, I think, in this situation is the fact that you are completely unplugging from everybody's BS in this one. It's massively tempting to get engaged in this because I really feel like old itches die hard in this one. But you're in transition is something that is a lot less aggressive for your life, a lot less confrontational for your life. It doesn't make it any less important. It's just stupid dramatics of the yesteryears in the past. So what I'm seeing right here is you don't know it's incoming. All I can tell you is that it's a lot less petty, dramatic, and maddening, because it feels like whatever this was, it just really loved to get under the skin and argue. It didn't have an end goal. It just wanted to get a rise out of you. What I see in the future, it's the unknown, but it's unplugging from all of this games, the shenanigans even. So I hope that it made sense. Beware of anyone who has an overinflated sense of self, this huge ego, this holier than thou appeal to them where it tries to somehow undermine you. This person is absolutely terrified of being seen for who they feel like they are. It's an overinflation of self based off of some sort of insecurity. They're not even really willing to admit this to themselves, because if they do, then that means that they're somehow some scared little child inside, and they're afraid of that kind of exposure, because this has been something that has been ridiculed in the past. They don't feel like they're in a safe place to do it, but they're not going to let anyone else take advantage of them. I'm not worried about you in this. I'm worried about them and trying to undermine this hard work that you have done and make you somehow seem like you are inferior or beneath them. Detach yourself from those people in those situations. It doesn't serve anything for you. Ugh, hate it. Anyway, yeah, know who you are, stand in your power, and don't let any over inferior? I wouldn't even say that. It's just, don't let any of those little brats get to you. That's exactly what they want. So it's somehow feeling like they have one over on you. Ugh, just don't do it.